Hey, what's up guys? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm filming this over the weekend right now, so I'll just be kind of focusing on some of the big plays that happened this past week, as well as what I'll be kind of looking for in the upcoming days. So long story short, SSFT, amazing run up. This is the intraday chart of its first green day. So it announced agreement with Google. And when a 50 million or 60 million market cap company announces an agreement with Google and it has tons of volume, that's an awesome opportunity to buy. There are only a couple spots on this intraday chart where I would buy. I'm about to explain that, but before I do, I want to zoom out on the daily chart right here. So as you can see on this horizontal white line, there's a lot of support and resistance at the 16 level mark. The only issue is when you kind of zoom in on these consolidation levels where it acted as support and resistance, there's not a ton of volume there. For example, 30k traded, 250k traded, another 30k traded on another day. What about in this area for the 16 mark? 170k. So in other words, yeah, there is consolidation on the price chart in that 16-cent range. However, there's not a ton of volume. So when there's a news agreement with Google, tons of volume, it can easily break that 16-cent mark. And that's exactly where I would buy it if I was able to catch that early enough. I didn't catch it early enough, but once it broke these morning highs right here, and it was able to prove that I would be able to break out of that 16-cent range, about right here, with volume, that's key, that would be a buy. I noticed it when it was in this area right here, and I didn't get in because it was already up like 100%, roughly. There was already a lot of upside, green candles after green candles. I didn't see any weakness, and I just didn't want to get out, but if anyone did, they profited probably on this run up right here. So congrats to those guys. Again, so then it consolidates, and once it drops down to that 16-cent range right here, I'd be looking for some key indicators. For example, I'm gonna zoom into that area right there. So for example, during this sell-off right here, you could see these volume candles are red, but right at that 16-cent level again, that green candle bought it right back, and it was able to hold that price range really well, that support range really well. So if I wanted to kind of get in, that would be another level that I'd get in on the intraday chart for the first green day. So on to the next stock, IZEA. Again, amazing run up. Started at 65-70 cents, got up to $3. This green day right here is super interesting. I'd be very cautious about playing that green day. I mean, I get it. It was a bullish intraday chart right there. It broke past that 250 area clean. It had volume. But honestly, in this area, I was looking for it to panic. That would have been my next move on this stock right here. So zooming in on the last day, this right here, this big drop is what I'd be expecting it to do. Ideally, I'd want it in the morning, but I guess it happened end of day. Super tricky to play though because it happened end of day, plus the halts, very tough to play. However, going forward, I'd be looking for it to panic, assuming that there's no big PRs or anything like that, no offerings. If it just played out naturally, this is on my watch list for a morning panic going into Monday. And the same exact thing on CLDX. So these are the kind of setups that I'm looking for when it comes to morning panics, when I'm anticipating like a morning panic or a morning fade. When there's an amazing run up with lots of volume, that setup is perfect, assuming that there's no offerings or like crazy news articles released. If this stock plays out naturally, this is on my watch list for a morning panic. But that's the great thing about day trading, because I don't have a position in it. I could just anticipate what the next move is and play it. And let's say if I'm wrong, let's say there's a huge news article that comes out, it breaks past 10, I don't have a position in it, so I play the price action as it's given to me. So that's my general rundown on a couple plays that happened this past week, and as well as my plans going into Monday trading. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, hit that like and subscribe button, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Thank you.